This is ANN News Brief.
The International Commission of the Red Cross, ICRC, has appealed to Libya to ensure humanitarian aid is delivered and to maintain efforts to contain the COVID-19 pandemic. The Red Cross said in a statement on Sunday in the Tunisian capital, Tunis, it is deeply concerned that hundreds of thousands of Libyans are involved in intense conflict in the midst of COVID-19 that is threatening to spread and crash the country's fragile health system. The ICRC says Libya and its people need outside support and resources to fight this virus. It says it is more difficult now to deliver humanitarian aid and keep supply chains open for food, medicine, and basic needs because of border closures and enforcement of curfews. The ICRC says it is providing medical supplies to hospitals and primary health care facilities in Libya and is also sending food and household items to people in need across the country. Some Zimbabwe workers may not get paid during this COVID-19 outbreak, and they will get no help from the government. As officials say, the government is not in a position to force private sector employers to pay any salary to any worker during the current 21-day lockdown that began 2 weeks ago. Many companies that were classified as non-essential service providers have closed since the lockdown began. Most of them in retail and hospitality sectors have notified their employers salaries will not be paid this month as a result of the lockdown. Some food sector employees have complained to the permanent secretary in the Labour Ministry, saying the companies were taking advantage of them. But Labour Minister Paul Mavimas has burst their bubble when he said the government cannot do anything to force the companies to pay. Two new cases of Ebola have been discovered in the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo just days before authorities were hoping they could declare the country Ebola-free. 42 days without a confirmed case of the disease was to have been the criterion for declaring an end of the disease in the country. But then, two new cases were discovered just a few days before that milestone shut down the plan to make the announcement on Monday. The World Health Organization has expressed its commitment to working with the DRC to end the Ebola outbreak. A 26-year-old man died of the disease in the city of Beni after 52 days, and also an 11-month-old baby. WHO had reported nearly 3,500 cases of Ebola, including more than 2,000 deaths since the beginning of the outbreak in August 2018. That is ANN News Brief at 11. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Ademi.